Hello and welcome to Aurei Plays Factorio Seablock. This is episode 363. We just scaled up our soil production by a decent amount, which should mean that we should be able to get some more wood chips up here, and that's actually kind of key to getting our charcoal production in order. So yeah, we're gonna make that happen. We might actually start doing like some immediately into wood blocks and then converting that. And actually what we should be doing, yes, that's what we should be doing, is converting those guys to electric furnaces, because that's just gonna help a lot. Yeah, Green Yaptek. So for the YouTube viewers, Green Yaptek is saying, "Hey, I'm playing the game a little bit differently. I'm always trying to use the top tier of anything like I can use, um, and yeah, if you, I guess like if you want it, so." This is a valid point, right? It's something I shouldn't forget to craft underground pipes. So let's start with setting that up and then replace some stuff over there. So the thing is that um, you're sacrificing something in my way of play, and that's, I guess, um, that stuff is well engineered, right? It's you can see it right here. It's all messy. It's not like there's a lot of inconsistencies across the base, and I'm paying the price for that at some points. Like it happens kind of often that I just go, hey, why is this not working, and then go and have to figure it out, and that takes time. So there's definitely something to be said for like making sure you're always using the highest tiers and not being resource efficient. I'm going a little bit at this from the other direction. So I want to have as little overhead as possible, in the sense that I'm just gonna build stuff, and I'm gonna, like, what you see is I'm using some of like the engineering principles that I sort of adhere to with software as well, right? It's okay to make like small warts in your factory. It's okay to have stuff that's not really nice. Um, why? Because if you just do it ad hoc and you just like try and do it, um, then you get to see what's going on. You get to see like how much do you need, and so I want to give an example of why this is actually advantageous. Um, and it has to do with premature optimization, right? So the fact that I just go and just do everything sort of ad hoc has led to this. And now, okay, I'm actually happy this is at 100. This one chemical plant is supplying ferric chloride solution for the entire base. So all the red chips, all the blue chips use this stuff, and they all use it from this one machine. Um, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's actually in a really inconvenient spot. I like go all around it, but it's not um, it's not optimized, but it was enough. And for some other stuff, like for the green science, like I just like ad hoc had to build some stuff extra for it, but I actually had to do this way later than I ever figured. Like I was expecting it to have been way earlier. Um, let's see. Yeah, I wanna get going on the carbon. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually call out Mr. Hug if he's in chat. Mr. Hug actually adheres to your philosophy as well, right? So he's very much, and we've been playing Satisfactory recently, um, and it's there's definitely trade-offs to be made, and recognizing the trade-offs is uh, what I'm gonna claim makes you like a good engineer. I mean, this is a game, right? So it like play it the way you have the most fun. That's by miles the most important part. But if you look at it engineering wise, the reason why I'm playing it is because of premature optimization, and that's like if we look at how we play Satisfactory, like Mr. Hug is just gonna go off and like calculate how much do we need and then build it to be perfect. And this works as long as you know where you're going to. But if you don't know what your destination is, if you don't know what's coming up, that can be kind of dangerous because you don't know like if you're basically gonna have like more enough stuff for everything you want to do. And because I didn't know what was going on in Seablock, like I knew up to some point, but I definitely don't know the ratios. And because of all the feedback loops, it's just so impossible to compute. It's mm, it's good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, like by all means, right? This is I have the utmost respect for people who play like games like Factorio and Satisfactory by doing the math and figuring out what's what. And I think like I so one of our other friends in real life, he does the computation and the planning ahead in a very meticulous way because he also does all of the research in advance. And I think like if you're going that way, then that is the sort of proper engineering way to go about it, right? So if you're gonna compute everything, you also want to make sure that you know what's going on. Um, and yeah, it's I mean, it's really it's not about the best way uh, the best way to do it, right? It's about like what do you find enjoyable. And I sometimes like I like to mix it up. Sometimes I want to compute some stuff ahead and just figure out how to make a choice, but in the end I'm gonna just like after doing a little bit of computation, I'm still gonna like sort of eyeball it and figure out, okay, we have some resources here or there, which I'm gonna sort of like consider like, oh, we have a little bit more crushed stone on this end. Okay, that works about this. So yeah, so Mr. Hug, I totally wasn't bashing your way to how you're playing Satisfactory with us, but I think like the way you're doing it is close to Green Yaptek way of playing both Seablock and probably Satisfactory as well, right? So him mentioning that the 9 cobalt steel per second, like making 9 cobalt steel per second and using close to 0, that reminds me of our Satisfactory setup. Yeah, so I mean, especially if you want something that's also aesthetically pleasing, right? And planning ahead is key because you're gonna get spaghetti otherwise. But it's actually and this. So I also have a math background, right? So I enjoy. I actually so that's the thing actually. I don't enjoy doing the calculations. I enjoy like working out the method how to do the calculations, but if the calculations get complex, then I just skimp out of them. And in case of Factorio, I actually like I have thought about like writing a tool to do the optimization, but as you can like it exists. It's called Helmut, right? and helmet is just the hell to control as well. And the reason is because the computation is actually really hard, right? So if you look at what helmet has, it has let's see, I don't even know where to find it, but administration. I mean, come on. So it's I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, there's so much going on. My name is here. I don't know why. I really don't. Anyways, what I was looking for is... Yeah, so there's a matrix solver in here, right? So you can just do the full-on optimization and just do like linear programming to solve for like stuff with multiple inputs and feedback loops and everything, and it's still gonna be painful. So yeah, I mean, it's math is good, like, and I like to find the balance here. It's cool, awesome. If you want to drop a link, yeah, let me just. Oh, is that gonna work? Let's hope it's gonna work. Okay, yeah, awesome. You're not getting auto banned. I think I turned that off, so that's good. Yeah. So let's do a little bit of. No, actually, so in the end, like both parts of these equations sort of get together, and this is why Factorio is so addicting to people who have like the engineering mindset, right? It's so um, it triggers this very question, which like in sort of engineering work situations you run in all the time, and especially like software engineering, you always the eternal question is like, how much do you build? How much future engineering do you do? How much planning? How much work? And like it's also like, so the best engineers, they know how much they don't know. They know how much they can plan ahead and what are the blind spots. And if you know that, then you can sort of meta engineer your solution to the point where you sort of, yeah, you really um, make sure that you optimize for the right stuff, that you make sure that whatever you sort of need to get, you are actually getting. um yes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick some of this up, though we actually have enough. Looks like we have enough charcoal at this point, but I don't want to waste as many pellets anymore. So we're gonna clean this up a little bit. So the way I'm gonna do this is just reroute you a little bit, I guess, to up here. Yes, and so you're bringing up an excellent point, right? So a lot of playing Seablock and not burning out on it is finding the right balance. Because if you're optimizing a bunch of stuff that ends up not mattering, then you're waiting for the wrong thing, right? If you're waiting for ages for you to finish your build and then have your resources just like that it's fine, but it's not. It can be kind of slow if that's not the bottleneck. If you're not only optimizing your in-game resources, you're also optimizing uh, like your mental overhead, the speed at which you're building, and that can be a lot more impactful uh, than the actual mechanics of the game, which is weird to think about. You wouldn't expect that, right? And if you look at the Factorio speedrun, like the vanilla speedrun, it yeah, it's very clear, right? It's what's happening and what's going on is that Okay, I need to fix this sort of soon. Okay, electric furnace. There we go. And let's go one over here. Like this. Yeah, so just for the record, it's still like a part of it is from wood, but a lot of it is actually from Tyanethal. So this is also like I engineered some stuff here just to be backwards compatible. So the majority of this is made out of Tyanethal. So yeah, it's like, and this is a lot of, if you look at software, like what architects do, right? It's like figuring out what are the unknown unknowns. That's always a big part of what's going on. And yeah, it's very, yeah, interesting how you can go about that stuff. Yeah, so we have a bunch of stuff going over here. Let's just clean up the rest and do that. I'm gonna cancel you out. We're gonna grab some stuff. There we go. And we're gonna schedule you to have an offset over there and just drop here. Do we have... Oh yeah, we have 2 offsets there as well. So let's do another offset. Yeah. And yeah, we'll destroy this part and put back in some electric furnaces. Yeah, I guess like this. Can we already place that? We can. That's real nice. This is a little bit weird though. Okay, there we go. I guess we can do one more. Yeah, we might need a little bit of... No, actually, this is backlogging because of these guys, so that's all good. Yeah, so this is actually real good, because probably we used a lot of the fuel just for these guys. You seem to be kind of slow. Are you stuck on something? Let's figure it out. We are stuck on something. On the green thingies. Okay, let's switch some stuff around then. We'll cancel you guys and requeue you later. And then this stuff. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, this will be a while, but yeah, okay. We need some power though. Up here, up here, up here, up here, up here, and up here. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, these guys should be doing fine. And oh yeah, we're actually prioritizing this, which is good, but also we can't keep up, so let's make some of this stuff yellow. These guys, and then the splitter. One of these, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think we're all good here, so, yeah, we're still losing a little bit to pellets, but actually I should have done this so long ago. Like, Yeah, we were so much in need of charcoal. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Excellent. Good stuff. Okay, let's cut this episode here. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps people like you find it too. Thanks!